Okay.
Hey, everybody, Cheezo Pete's. This is my long lost friend, LizChai. How can people find you online?
I'm on Instagram.
Yep.
Chai Americano is my Instagram. And then I have like a design portfolio. It's www.chai.coffee. So I mostly do illustration for coffee stuff.
Sweet. That's cool. And we were coming out here, realized she lived out here in Portland, and I was like, come on, let's go do an episode. Let's paint together. It's been such a long time. Liz and I met at Cornerstone.
Was it?
Music Festival,
It was
I think
a
so.
long, I mean, I just remember it was
God.
insanely long time ago.
Yeah.
I think maybe 2001.
Yeah, maybe. Why do I feel like it was
even
earlier
2000?
than that?
It could have been 2000.
What was your first year going to that?
Cornerstone?
Yeah.
Probably 99.
Yeah.
Even though
okay.
I grew up like an hour and a half drive from there.
Oh, crazy.
Didn't even know
Wow.
what it was.
It was
and
awesome.
then, you know, I didn't discover cool music until I was in college.
Got it.
So,
What'd you listen to beforehand?
I mean, just like heavy rock on the radio, you know, like
Radio rock?
9 Inch Nails.
Oh, yeah,
and,
cool. Yeah.
You know, Weezer at the time. I'm kind of old. So
I still love 9 Inch Nails.
But then, in college, I ended up working at that college radio station, and I don't know, my gateway was Five Iron Frenzy.
Yeah. That's cool.
I went through my ska phase, my pop punk phase, and then got into some emo and hardcore.
Yes.
And, so that's probably, that's how we ended up meeting each other.
Down for it. Cornerstone was cool. I think my gateway was Five Iron Frenzy now that I think about it. What a uniter. These are just a 20 pack of brushes that I got from from Michael's. And I tell everybody, some of the earth tones you'll find or will have like a liquid. If the liquid happens, just shake it up and it'll go away. Yeah. This is a pouch of black if you want to use that.
Right.
I wonder what I'm going to do today. And let me think here. So we can pick. I'm going to pick a brush. What brush do you want?
Maybe something big to start.
Something big. Cool.
Are you going to offer me any guidance?
Nah.
Okay.
I think you're going to
Just
be
do whatever.
okay. Yep. That's it. Yep. I think.
Subject?
Nah. No, I think you're going to be just fine.
All right.
Honestly.
Well, I'm going to go for this guy.
Okay. You would go for that one. People come on this thing and they're like super nervous. I get nervous too, but I'm like, come on, man. But soon.
It's like I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
and
excellent.
We'll see what happens.
That's the deal. Is there any other brush? These are all flat brushes. I got a couple round ones. I'm kind of bummed I got all these flat brushes. Probably need to make a pit stop, but I think I'm going to go with, what color are you feeling today? What do you got?
Well, this.
Ochre.
I'm liking that.
Yeah, let's go. I'll start
one.
with it too.
Okay.
And we'll just knock it out. I've been doing these like imagined floral pieces, I guess, lately. And I'm starting to get annoyed that I'm doing that now. But I don't know. I might just keep rocking and rolling. Who the fuck knows? I'm having a hard time cussing in here because we're in the Lord's house. But I'm just going to cuss anyway because that's
okay with it.
Yeah, thank you, God. Thank you, God. It's weird how much stuff gets left over from a really intense experience. You know, it's crazy. But
what do you mean?
Nah, just everybody's experience in evangelicalism is different. You know, and I think
like how much of that got
just influences me still.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and how much
crazy.
of that got put into your psyche.
Big time.
That shouldn't have been put in there.
Right. And I'm like, how do you avoid all of that? I don't think it's possible, but because everybody is who they are at the time. And it's like, I remember just being so pissed about stuff that I was mad at people. I wasn't mad at the idea of God. I was mad at people. But in a woman, I'm just going to, weren't we talking about someone standing like this? Somebody was talking about being a doctor or something. They came and assumed this stance. Were you there? Maybe it was at the open comedy night that you missed, Gabe. Not a big deal. Anyway, Christianity rules. I'm gonna get quoted on that. Liz, what else has been going down with you?
Well, since I last we saw each other at Furnace Fest.
Yeah.
But that was only for a brief moment.
Right.
And I had watched you paint on stage.
Oh yeah. That was with Josh Scogaroni.
What?
It was with Scoggin,
Who was it with?
Yeah. Josh Scoggin, 68.
Oh, it was.
That's who I painted with on there.
That was my first time seeing them play.
Cool. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, cool.
What's wild is that I didn't know I remember him from back in the day from Atlanta.
Right.
But I didn't know about 68 until I overheard it in a pizza shop here in Portland.
Oh, really?
And I was like, what is this?
Who is this?
I dig it.
That's cool.
And Shazammed them. And so that was how I got to know 68. So
sweet. Shazam helps.
It really does. Although I Shazam more things that I hate. Because it's like, I want to know what not to listen to.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. That's
so
cool.
It's not, my algorithm probably doesn't understand what I'm doing.
Feed you more of that shit you hate. Man. I'll listen to something because I go to Starbucks all the time. No offense to Portland or you or anybody. I know Starbucks is a different thing. But I go with Harrison a lot and my son. And we'll be sitting there for a long time playing these. He likes playing these magnet game things. Mm-hmm. And songs will come on. Because I've been more into pop music now because he's 4 and he's like catches on to pop music. But I'll Shazam some stuff and I'm like, are you kidding me? I like that right now. But I'm just kind of rolling with it. Mm-hmm. Like Dua Lipa. You ever heard of her?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not on TikTok, but I hear, people put their TikTok on Instagram. And
yeah.
I know like the 15 seconds of each of her songs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Trying to think of the one it is. I don't quite remember, but I like the songs. I got to be honest. Like it's definitely like lifts my mood sometimes, but I feel like a psychopath listening to him constantly over and over because he's like, listen to it again. Pretty funny. What
were the songs when you were a kid?
Yeah, right.
That you listened to over?
I don't know. I think my parents just tortured me and didn't let me listen to any music.
Yeah, I didn't listen to good music until much later on. So
you didn't?
I mean, it was Disney stuff for a while, like musicals and some like new age, like Enya type stuff.
Yeah, I love Enya.
Yeah.
I could vibe out to Enya, Sail away. Is that who it is? Sail away. Maybe not. Man. So you put out a book.
I did.
Not bad.
Well, I never intended on writing a book. Mm-hmm. But
it just came about.
It did just come about.
When did it come about? When you're like, I'm going to write a damn book?
Well, during 2020, I decided, it was a New Year's resolution. So I decided to quit buying material things.
Cool.
For a year.
Yep.
And it was just like a personal, like I always do that at New Year's. Like I'll come up with all these ideas of ways I'm going to better myself. And
where did that come from? Like what was that? What was the springboard and the feeling with that? You're like, I'm going to do this. I don't want to buy anything anymore.
Well,
what was that about?
I mean, honestly, I was like in a place. I mean, I've known you for so long. Uh-huh. You've seen all the ups and downs of my life.
Sure.
At that point, I was like really in this place of abundance. I almost like felt bad that I had everything that I needed. And I was like, why do I keep buying stuff when I already have everything that I could need? And why not take a break from that so that I can appreciate what I already have? So
can I ask you what was the object that you put that on? Like, were you trying to buy something and you were just like, God, and then all of a sudden it's like, I have everything I need. Was there a certain thing that brought you there?
Well, I had my 40th birthday.
Okay.
And my job at the time, they had sent me on a trip to Italy And while I was there, I planned to stop in Copenhagen, and I had dinner at Noma on my 40th birthday. And while I was in Italy, someone hit my car.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So when I got home, I had to deal with, I have to get a new car because they ended up totaling the car.
Oh, someone hit your, I
someone
see.
hit my, I had a Mini Cooper. Someone hit the Mini Cooper and totaled it while I was out of the country. So I had just had this trip to Copenhagen and then Italy, and I got back and I got a new car. And also for my birthday, I had bought myself an espresso machine I was working for this espresso machine company. And,
did you get a discount?
There was a discount for sure, but it was still really like.
How much was it?
I mean.
Don't trip. Come on.
They sell for now. I mean, the price goes up every year on them. I think now they sell for like $7,000 each.
That ain't shit.
It's a lot.
I was waiting to say that. Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't spend that, but I still spent, thousands of dollars.
Yeah, right.
And I felt guilty. I'm like, I have this amazing thing. I have a new car. I have a job that I love. Had this fancy dinner, and I just felt like bad that I was like living so good. Not that I haven't. I mean, I've been through like some really crappy stuff. So
yes,
it's not that I felt bad that I had any good thing. It's more just like I want to be able to have balance, and I don't want to lean so heavily on having
balance. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't want to. I'm not the kind of person that wants to live a life of luxury, So
that just feels yucky.
Yeah, it totally feels yucky.
Got it.
Not my style.
I want to live a life of luxury, damn it.
I like nice things, but, clearly. But
what's the nicest thing you have?
I mean, it was probably the car and the espresso machine.
You still got the espresso machine?
Yeah, I do.
Tight.
But I have actually since been working with a different espresso machine company.
Oh, okay.
So
Are you forbidden to use that one?
Yeah, I will be switching brands.
Really?
Yeah, you've probably seen it before.
What is it?
In Nashville, they have it at Barista Parlor. It's called Slayer.
Oh, okay.
Gorgeous espresso machine, and
got it.
They just released this, like a single group one for the home. So, yep,
that's what you're
is their.
Do you get like an endorsement with them, or what's the?
It's something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll enable me to have one of these machines in my home.
That's cool.
So yeah, and
cool.
They're really cool people too.
Nice. And where are they out of?
The company was founded in Seattle.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense. We're in the coffee. Is this the coffee capital of the freaking world?
It's definitely a mecca. There's more
the industry
coffee per capita, like more coffee roasters per capita in Portland than like anywhere else in the country.
Oh shit.
You could probably just, like if you drive up the street for a mile, you'll probably pass like 10 or 12 cafes.
Nice.
And most of them are really good.
I bet.
I'm going to switch my brush.
No.
That's
luxury.
Like 20 options here.
What do you got going on here?
I don't know.
Sweet. Just rolling with it.
This is, I guess, what just comes out if you're just talking.
Wonderful. I was in Cottage Grove.
Where's that?
Which is south of Eugene.
Oh.
Where Isaac lives. And dude, I'm basic, okay? I don't like coffee.
There's some good coffee in Eugene.
Okay, but hang on. I'm good. The punchline, where the fuck is the line at? Why did I do that? Oh, so there is a method to this. Okay. Anyway, I was just asking people, I'm like, where's the Starbucks here? And they're like, oh, if you want coffee, there's a really great coffee shop. I'm like, nah, man, no. I want Starbucks. That's what I want. And it was pretty funny to watch people just be like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, that's not the culture here. I mean, you've literally just heard it come out of my mouth too. I'm like, oh, there's good coffee down there.
I love it.
You don't need to go to Starbucks.
But
I will go to Starbucks in an emergency.
You will?
Yeah.
I just like that.
I'm in an airport or something.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. I just know what I'm getting every time, and I don't like coffee. I like the chai. You know, so it's just like sweet and not real.
Yeah, that's why people like it.
And it just got its hooks in me in a way that I can't get away from, and it really fucks me up sometimes. But what's your favorite kind of coffee? Like, I don't even know about coffee.
Well, my favorite, I guess, origin is, it'd be between Kenya and Ethiopia.
Why do you like that so much?
It's just, well, coffee comes from Ethiopia. It's where it all started.
Okay.
And the coffee that is grown there is just incredible.
So that's the capital, really?
Yeah, it has, well, yeah, for sure. Okay. For where actual coffee comes from.
Got it.
It's just delicious. Colombian coffee is also delicious.
But you don't like it as much?
I mean, it's just hard to beat Ethiopia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. What's it like? Why?
Why?
Yeah, why is it hard to beat Ethiopia? Like, what's the vibe?
Well, so the beans that grow there, it's like coffee plants. They're heirloom varieties.
Okay.
You can taste I mean, I don't want to sound like a jerk, but
just say it.
I mean, you can taste the terroir of the places that the coffee is grown.
What's the terroir? What's that?
That is similar with wine, where you can like taste in wine that's grown in certain regions.
Got it. Okay.
France or Italy.
I get that.
Yeah, like the mineral content of the soil affects the taste. So the varieties, the elevation, the humidity, all of that affects, and the different types of coffee that's grown, it all affects the taste.
The vibes?
So it's just, what now? The vibes and the vibes.
The vibes affect it.
Also the processing, like how they take care of processing the coffee.
What's a bad way to process it? What do you think? What's the shittiest way to process coffee? Just speak it out.
I would say
sad.
I mean, it's all a matter of quality.
Okay.
So it's like if they don't take good care of processing the coffee, then that is going to show. Starbucks does a decent job of. The only issue with Starbucks is like maybe they don't pay as much to coffee producers.
I see. That makes sense.
They still buy reasonably high quality coffee.
Okay.
But if you work with any specialty coffee shop, they're probably paying the producers more.
Got it.
Yeah, and then they have very refined palates, so you're going to get something that tastes a lot better.
Cool.
And usually it's roasted really well too. So.
Have you heard of Cafe Picori down there in Eugene? That's where we were filming.
No, I
in
haven't
Eugene, their
heard of that
coffee roaster down there, but I know there's a million of them now.
Yeah, I'll check it out when I go.
Cool. When are you going to Eugene?
I go down there every now and then as like a getaway, so I can do creative brainstorming. So like book an Airbnb.
Sweet. I like it down there.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
When you're in Nashville, though, you should go to Crema. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah. My friend Laura, she does a gluten-free bakery thing. It's called Morsel. You'd love it. It's like, the shit is so good. I don't know how you do that, number one. It's like vegan, gluten-free, but it's so damn good.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay. Well, I mostly eat gluten-free.
Nice.
So
you'd love it.
I'll have to try it.
Yeah. I feel like you two get along. But anyway, point being, Crema. So I've been in there a couple times, just specifically to get those pastries. But the coffee thing, maybe I should just roll up and be like, hey, yo, I don't like coffee. Matter of fact, I fucking cannot deal with coffee taste. Just make me something that you think a beginner might like.
Right. Well, they'll probably do like a signature drink, like a, I don't know, most cafes they'll do like a lavender latte for summer, that kind of thing, or come up with their own recipe for a signature drink.
Cool.
And usually those have sugar. So
to get the masses.
Point. Yeah.
I am the masses. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Let me think. What else are you going to go to Cornerstone this year?
No. I haven't been to Cornerstone since 2002. Do they have it still?
Nah, they don't. No. They don't.
See, I didn't even know. Kind of out of the loop on that stuff. Although,
what?
I did buy a ticket to Best Friends Forever.
What's that? Oh yeah, you were telling me that. That's right.
It's in Las Vegas.
Oh, I didn't do that. It's in that's going to be that lineup is bonkers.
I don't like Las Vegas.
I don't either.
But
it's fire, as you say.
It's going to be worth it.
That's cool.
I think for this lineup.
Who's there again? Sunny Day number 1.
Sunny Day number 1.
God, come on, Jeremy. Let's do this, man.
I know.
That'd be tight.
Maybe you can paint with him.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I bet he'd be good.
Probably.
Or who knows what that means, but that's cool. You're going. Are you pumped?
Yeah.
Good. Are you nervous?
No.
Okay. No. I would be nervous.
I'm nervous about going to the Las Vegas airport.
Oh, I see.
Just because it stressed me out, just
Big
listening to those casino sounds.
Oh, yeah. Used to be a big gambler, I remember.
Never done that.
Oh, my bad. You won millions and then fucked it all up somehow.
Definitely can't even play
cards.
Man,
that's too good. Would you gamble, though?
No.
Not even slot machine or anything?
No, it's too irresponsible
Okay.
for me.
Yeah, I get you. What's the most irresponsible thing you've done in the past 6 months?
6 months?
Yeah. Come on this fucking show.
I'm not known for being that irresponsible.
Right. I wouldn't imagine. Yeah, right. Okay.
So not my personality.
So what do you think? Come on.
What's the most irresponsible thing? Yeah, probably sometimes I will spend a lot of money on
things,
a fancy meal. No, on food.
Got it.
I almost bought a $200 steak dinner ticket today.
How to buy nothing for a year, dude. I love it. It's just too good.
I didn't though.
Where at?
It's like a pop-up. Portland has a lot of those.
Oh, geez. $200. What do you get?
Well, it's like this. It's like this special
room for the night. With that.
It's a farm that they have retired dairy cows.
Yeah.
And so
they slaughter them.
Yeah.
Sick.
So you're eating dairy cows.
Nice.
Rather than just something that's bred to be flipped really fast. And apparently it's
flipping cows.
What's that? Delicious.
It's delicious?
Yeah.
Because it's dairy cow?
Yeah, just because of the way they care for the animals. But
have you met Carrie Dow? Have you met her ever? No.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Never once? Carrie Dow?
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't think so.
I feel like you know her.
Does she
lived on a farm with a bunch of dairy cows.
Steak? She likes steak.
Well, she had a dairy cow.
Oh.
Carrie Dow did.
Carrie Dow had it. Got it.
There we are.
Got it. Took me a sec.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
I'm just busy thinking about steak.
You're doing good.
I can't think about anything else, dude.
How do you get your steak prepared? This is crucial.
How do I get it?
How do you like it?
Medium rare.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Or as tartare.
Okay.
So
all right.
Straight up raw.
We're good. I think I'm judging you right now for being a woman.
Why? You think I get chicken when I'm at Chipotle? No. I always get mad because if I ever go to Chipotle, which is not that often, they say, "You want chicken?" I was like, "Why? Why would you assume that I'm getting chicken?"
You ever say that to him? We're in Portland.
No.
Fuck,
No, I just refuse to ever go back.
Right? I'm dismissing your ass forever.
Of course not. I want steak.
That's awesome.
Why would you get anything else?
I love it. I fucking love it. Oh my gosh. I got high cholesterol, man. I'm a 47-year-old white male in America. You know what I mean? God. But I got to do something about that. I love steak. I haven't had a burger or red meat in probably 6 months. But it's not really about that. It's about all the trans fat and all the oils and shit.
Yeah. Have you looked into carnivore diet? Apparently, apparently for some people it reverses that.
It's a lot of money, I feel like.
Maybe.
Yeah, but rather not die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Carnivore diet, I was doing that when we were out on that farm. Like in the first time in Columbia, Tennessee, I was doing, I did the best I could.
Oh.
It's hard.
Got it.
Fucking
Forgot
hard.
that you were out there.
Yeah, that was nuts, man. That guy's a fucking crazy asshole. God.
On the
farmer,
farm?
Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm dead serious, man.
This was like your landlord?
He's just a farmer, man. He just, God, he's such a manipulator, and I feel so confident saying that right now. It's unreal. But on a lighter note, I did get a lot of wisdom and knowledge living out there, living with him. So I was able to pursue art, and stuff changes.
Yeah, I feel like that just like came out of nowhere.
Yeah, because I fucking can't stand that dude. Jesus.
I have a lot of those too.
Man, it's unreal,
I was telling a friend of mine recently that I like probably my biggest character flaw is that I hold a grudge. Really hard to let go of stuff that happened a long time ago.
Yes.
And I have the same, just like, it's almost like I'm triggered by the memory of it and I have to say it out loud.
It gets it out.
Yeah.
Gets it out.
It does help to, I'm a verbal processor, so
Same.
Talking about it I think is a good thing.
Yep, I agree. It's tough, because I can hold a grudge too, and it's like, I notice myself getting really anxious. I cry a lot easier. Which is probably a good thing, but I don't express it. I obviously you hold on to a grudge, and it's like a stone in my stomach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I find when I express it, however it comes out to the person I'm having a grudge with, it's not all the things I made up in my mind, but that, assuming you can express it to the person you're having a grudge with. You know what I mean? But the feeling sucks. The feeling fucking sucks. But
also it's like, and it's a little cheesy to say, but like it can make you're the one who it damages. Like if you hang on to it.
Yep.
I'm trying to be better about that.
Man. Is there a grudge recently that you were able to kind of express and get over?
Not recently.
Okay.
But, I'm still thinking about things that happened 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Got it. Understandable.
And they do slowly recede, I think.
Yeah.
COVID was interesting because in a way I wasn't thinking all the stuff that happened right before COVID. It's almost like it got overshadowed by everything that happened.
Oh yeah, right.
And now I'm at a place where I'm just like, I just want to have a drama-free life. And maybe it's possible to build that now.
How do you feel like you can build that?
Well, now that here in Portland, still we're kind of in COVID.
Yeah, I noticed that. I definitely
I'm sure you noticed it.
That. Yeah.
Which, I was just overseas recently, and it's like I saw more fear
overseas?
about COVID. No.
Oh, here.
On the plane back to Portland than I did in an entire week overseas.
Wow, yeah.
And I think it can be easy to fall into that trap as well. Like I said, balance.
Yeah.
But I just feel like we're in a place now where it's like we can build what we want to build. But it takes a little motivation to.
How do you do it? Like, tell me how you think when you want to build what you want to build. Like, where does it start for you?
Usually, I don't know. I'm kind of like I'm a person that I love to motivate people and also get motivated and inspired by just daydreaming.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Like what's possible.
Right.
That's cool.
Or it would be cool to do this and then go do it.
Cool.
And I don't really ask permission. I just kind of do whatever I want to do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm trying to do that more. Just I think people look at me and they think I do that, but man, I feel like I have to ask permission, and I don't know where that gatekeeper thing came from. And I think some of it is from church, and some of that mindset of it was real odd. I don't I don't know. I probably will think about that all day. But no, like, what do you want next in your life?
Me?
Yeah.
Who else would you be talking to?
Yeah. Well, I've been ripping on you, dude. I've been talking to Gabe a little bit.
What do I want next in life?
What you want?
Well, I just started a new job, so
that's right.
I'm really focused on doing that job well.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of like my mental focus right now.
And it's for?
I am creative director for Meyers.
That's
it's
badass.
Like a drinkware company.
How'd you get that job?
Well, do you know propaganda?
Like the process of propaganda, like the product?
No, the rapper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine.
Cool.
And he's a brand ambassador for Meyers. Okay. Him and I met actually when I lived in Atlanta. Yeah. We met at Octane.
Okay.
And he was touring at the time with LizChai.
Okay.
We just met in the coffee shop. We were sitting at the same table and started talking about coffee. Cool. And he really wanted to like work in coffee. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, we just kind of like struck up a friendship at that point. Sick. And have stayed in touch ever since then. And so he had been recommending me to work for this company for a while. Yeah. And then the opportunity kind of came up. And so, yeah.
Boom.
I can credit him with the idea.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And for connecting me with the people at Meyers. They're awesome. It's like a really healthy work environment. So I've been contracting with them for the last year.
Yeah. And they're like, come on. Mm-hmm. That's tight. That's very tight. That's awesome. Wait, so when do you start? Have you started already?
Yeah, I'm in my second week now.
Tight. So how's it feeling so far?
It's feeling a little overwhelming.
Got it.
But I'm in that stage where I get to brainstorm like the future and everything that we could do creatively. I have a team. It'll be 3 of us on the creative team.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a huge deal. Probably feels really fulfilling to like have a company like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I need to work with people who like have a vision and like a sense of purpose. Yeah. And they do. They like walk the walk.
Cool. That's good.
Everything that they claim to care about, you can actually see them live it out in the choices that they make as a company. So,
what's one of your favorite things?
Well, they're certified evergreen, which is like this. It's a little hard for me to like put it into words, but it is like a organization that when you sign up, you're like committing to not accept big investor money. Okay. Or like sell out basically. Mm-hmm. So they've committed to staying small and like privately owned.
Whoa, crazy.
Which is awesome because, so many companies are out there that they
ready to sell out.
They just want to sell. Yeah. And it's so sad because the companies that they buy up usually end up going away.
Right. Right.
So that is something that's really neat about Meyers.
Great. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Horrible Bosses?
No.
Two?
Well, okay, I have this bad habit on a plane. I don't watch a movie. Okay. But I will watch the movie that my neighbor is watching.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Even though I can't even hear it.
Hell yeah.
So I've seen Horrible Bosses over someone's shoulder.
I'm trying to watch someone's iPhone movie that I can't hear, and it's the wildest shit you've ever seen. That's sketchy, but you know what I mean. That's cool. I watched Requiem for a Dream like that with no sound on.
I can't do that on the plane?
No.
I wouldn't watch that on a plane.
I was on tour with Copeland in 2009 for a minute, and Steven, their guitar player, was watching it, and I was watching it over the seat. It was badass, even with the...
I love those guys.
Yeah. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Well, every time they're out here, I usually go see them.
That's cool.
Take some pictures.
You take pictures?
Yeah.
I know that.
I mean, I used to take concert pictures, and I don't really do that much these days, but
other stuff going on.
But yeah, I don't know. I like to go see them, and usually they'll hook me up with, I get to come to the show if I give them some pictures.
That's awesome. Very, very cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of when they came out here last time.
What else can we talk about here?
Where are you at in life?
Where am I in life? Oh, geez, oh, Pete's. Christine and I got a divorce, and
I heard about that.
Yep. Still really good friends.
That's ideal, right?
Yep. And we have a son named Harrison who's 4, and he's the shit, man. I miss you, dude.
I can't believe he's 4.
I miss you, man. Yeah, it's crazy. He's so cool. He's just. There's something about him that's just so damn bright. When you're around him, you can't deny it. And he's really into farting, and I think that shit's hilarious. And I definitely encourage the hilarity when he farts, man. So, and I have a girlfriend named Kelly, and she's rad, and we're about to move in, and that's going to be crazy. But it'll be freaking sweet.
Is Kelly an artist?
She is. Yeah, she's an actress. She's also a publicist too, and she works with some pretty legit artists. What else? She sings too, and she's cool. She's funny. We laugh quite a bit. And yeah, being in a relationship after being married is interesting, and you see all the things that you didn't see in your previous relationship, stuff that you kind of went blind to, and this other person is kind of bringing it out and saying things, and it's a different perspective, and it's hard to like, what am I trying to say? Let go of old patterns and habits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like real tough, but I'm trying the best I can. And yeah, that's the vibe right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's super cool. It's fun to hang out with her, which is good. What about you? You got any vibes? Vibes. You don't have to talk. I understand. We're going to talk about it.
Well,
if you want to.
I won't talk about some stuff.
Yeah, you can if you want. Shit.
I'm in a stage where I'm like, it's similar to when I decided to quit buying things.
Okay.
Where I'm like, the ideal is for me to be happy and grateful for what I already have.
Yeah.
And not constantly be wishing for something that I don't have.
Yeah.
So I'm I guess one of my goals for this year has been to be happy no matter what.
Cool.
And not like rely on my work situation being great or, a relationship or, the way I spend my day to day or anything.
Yeah.
I want to just be good where I'm at.
How you doing that? Like how does that work for you?
How am I doing that?
Yeah. Like how does that process look? Like anything you notice that is more beneficial to achieve that than other things?
I mean, I didn't grow up in the church.
Yeah.
But I have been putting a prayer practice.
Cool. Yeah.
And there's something about praying that kind of like, it like straightens you out when you're like, if you're thinking selfishly, it kind of like forces you to realize that. So that has helped a lot. And maybe part of it is also just like getting older and maybe more mature. Like I've always been such a young spirit.
Yeah.
Like I've always kind of felt like I'm the baby.
Yeah. I get that.
But now, most of my friends are younger than me. And I almost feel this call to be in a place where I can be a leader.
Yeah.
Or to be, you know, a source of learned wisdom for my younger friends.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's cool though, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you step into that in a way that helps them?
I definitely didn't want it.
Okay.
But it happened.
How did it happen?
I mean, some of it was just like in my church community group, I joined a church it was kind of during COVID. So we were in lockdown. I started watching online.
Yeah.
Of a church that I had only visited one time, and it was so great. It was so grounding to have something like that. And like when things finally opened up, I started attending, and then I got...
What's it called?
It's called Bridgetown.
Okay.
And yeah, I got put with a community group, and everyone in the group is like in their 20s.
Heck yeah. Perfect.
It's, you know, at first I was just like, oh, I don't want to be the oldest person in here. But honestly, they're so wonderful. And like, I can genuinely say that they're like some of my closest friends.
Cool.
And I rely on them.
Yeah.
And it's weird thinking about like how people in their 20s might see me, you know.
How do you think they see you?
Well, I always, like even when I was in my 30s, I would, like, I remember when I was 34, I met this girl and we became friends. Yeah. And she was 35, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so old.
Fucking old. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I'm like sure that they think that, but you know, you can't change it.
Yeah, Gabe.
So, how old are you, Gabe? 27. Oh, okay, of course. Like all my friends.
No, I will say that, first of all, it's beautiful. And I relate to you. The conversation that we get into, you're just like, sometimes I wonder if you're like embarrassed by what Isaac and I are riffing. You're like, oh my God, just shut the fuck up. That's funny, dude. It's like hanging out with your gross uncles. You know? It's too good. Now that's cool though, Liz, that you've been able to step into that. And that
I'm trying to not be like the boomer friend. I did have some friends who are like in their 20s, and like they will joke sometimes and be like, "You're such a boomer, Liz," and I was like, "Don't you dare ever!" And then I'm like, now it's funny to me. Right. Like when I got to the point where I could just like accept reality.
Booming system.
It became funny.
That's funny. You are. I bet they fucking do.
But like when I was in my 20s, I never would have been hanging out with someone in their 40s.
It would have been weird. But now it's like, remember Mark Cross? I don't even remember Mark Cross. No. Okay. He was older than us, hanging out at IndieNet and stuff. He's like really into roller coasters and shit. Like that's his thing, man. He's like past passion. I don't know if he does it anymore, but he's a real chill dude. But he'd be hanging out with all of us younger people. I don't know how old he was, but he had like a young vibe. But I was like, man, he's older than that. And now I see myself doing that. I'm like, well, fuck it, man. I'm having a good time. You know?
The thing is, what we our experience in our 20s, we're probably about the same age.
Yeah.
Like we, I think, are super lucky about like the experience that we had in our 20s. And like, we had a scene. I don't think the kids these days have a scene.
Yeah, I wonder.
It's like totally different.
Yeah.
And
what do you hear from your people? Like, what do you notice?
They don't even know what that is.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck them.
I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, I know.
Because like kids listen to old people music, and that's like, we didn't do that. I didn't listen to classic rock or that kind of thing. Yuck.
I wanted to get the hell away from that.
Exactly.
Gosh.
It's so strange, but yeah, music-wise, I feel like we experienced our youth in a really special time.
Yeah. I would say so too.
So
it felt so wide open, like that kind of music, because it was like the first time it was happening. You know, if I'm speaking to what you're talking about, like, because I remember I was like, wait, you can you can actually hang out with these bands.
Right.
That's cool.
Right.
You
well,
know?
And it's like, we know so many of the same people.
Yeah, for sure.
And that happens a little bit in the coffee industry. Like I know I know people all over the world who work in coffee. It's like a really special thing that like I don't think exists in every single industry out there. But music, was like that as well.
Definitely. Kind of opened the country to my mind.
Yeah.
Like, Gabe, come around here and get these jams, man. These fucking things rule. I feel like we're fucking shit up right now in a good way. I think I'm painting you.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's cool. I feel like you're painting these. That's like such a bright thing, Like, what are these?
I think they're thistles.
Okay. I thought they were like healing crystals.
No, I'm not into that. Yuck. Okay, I have been. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this.
Come on, yes, you are.
I've been getting into.
Okay, crystals?
No.
Oh, my bad.
I've been learning about.
Yeah.
The Nephilim.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, cool.
Never heard about any of that.
Yeah. Are you getting into conspiracy shit?
Some of it.
That's cool. Bring it on.
Okay.
At least you're fucking honest about it. God.
I mean, I'm not. The thing that I hate is the assumptions that people make on both sides.
Yeah.
I'm probably not voting.
Okay.
Because I think the whole system is rigged.
Yeah.
And corrupt.
Yeah.
I think the government is corrupt. That's not what I was going to talk about.
Well, I'm glad you said it. I mean, I think you're
since you brought it up,
dead on. The government is corrupt.
I'm just sick of all this crap.
Yeah.
No, I've been getting into. Like I'll listen to podcasts about interesting things like
which ones do you listen to? Which podcasts?
Blurry Creatures.
You know about that, Gabe? No, you're feeling like a blurry creature right now, man.
I can't watch scary movies, but I recently started listening to this podcast called The Exorcist Files.
Yeesh.
Well, the only reason I started listening to it is because they interviewed someone who actually who was healed from a generational curse.
Oh, crazy, yeah.
And so they were on there, and then I started listening to the other episodes, and it's pretty fascinating. Anyway.
Cool.
I now will never, after what I've learned from some people's experiences, and I'm pretty like up in the air about like aliens and Bigfoot and stuff like that. But when it comes to potentially like evil spirits and stuff, not allowed in my house.
Not allowed in your house?
No crystals.
Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah,
no tarot cards, none of that.
Do it. Got
I think it's dangerous.
Okay.
So.
What's dangerous about it?
I think it can create an open door for evil to enter your life.
Okay.
But that's just where I'm at.
No, that's cool. Hey, man. I think I'm pretty into that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think, but I really, really respect and appreciate what you're saying. And I
you should listen to this podcast.
I feel it. I bet if I listen to that podcast, I'm just going on a limb. I would know what they're already talking about. Like, and I'm not being an arrogant prick. Maybe I should listen to it, but I feel like I study enough of the alchemists and listen to Carl Jung so much that I understand what, let me say, I don't understand it all, but I have a grasp on what they're doing when they're performing alchemy. Like, and I also understand, I can also see how it can, if it's something that's the way it is for you, as far as like not having tarot cards, not letting the crystals and stuff like that in. And there's a lot of reasons that people have for that stuff. Man, I love it. I'm just like, do your thing and go your path, man. I'm down for that, But
it's a little too like real for me. So, like I had a friend growing up, like when I was in elementary school, and she played with Ouija boards and stuff like that. And I'm just like, after hearing some stories of like what people have experienced after having those things. it's like
you do,
too risky.
Yeah, you do create that shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's like part of the psyche that's trying to come forth for you to notice it. Like in dreams, like I've had this thing where I don't have any more bad dreams. Like no demonic, none of that stuff, because I know it's a deeper part of myself calling to myself to wake up. You know what I mean? But also, when you're hearing some knocking late at night, some poltergeist type shit, you're like, well, maybe I'm going to change my mind on that. You know what I mean? I'm going to put these in the, come on, Liz, act like you painted before.
I haven't.
Hey, everybody, listen, this has been a great time. Make it perfect. We're just going to keep doing this. And yeah, if you got anybody that you think would be good on this show, let us know. MakeItPerfectShow@gmail.com if you've made it this far. And I want to thank my friend LizChai. Where can they find you again?
Yeah, I'm at Chai Americano on Instagram and chai.coffee as my portfolio.
Cool. And your book again?
Oh yeah, my book. BuyEssentiallyNothing.com.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thanks. It was great to see you and awesome to paint and hang out and just cut up, you know, talk about crystals and shit. I know she's not into crystals. Hey,
not allowed.
Not allowed. No crystals in her house. So even though these look like crystals, it's not a big deal. It's like a subconscious hit. Anyway, I'm just playing. Tomorrow we have Monica Nevi on here. We're gonna have Ryan Clark from Invisible Creature. Then we're gonna have Joe Dombrowski. Is that your name? And then we're gonna have the band Naked Giants. And we'll see. The Nephilim. Naked Giants. So that'll be tight. Thanks a lot. Take it easy.